24/7. I got one life to live, but it ain't on channel 7. I live to pray and I'm focused every day. But it looks like I was in the ocean, I hope to be in heaven one day. Yes, 9/10, I was born a true blessing. Yeah. Since you see us born again, so there's really no stress. What? Lost 421 and lost 325. I'm 520, he was no longer alive. 5 came with the 411. Felt like my soul just died. For the next 90 years, I swore to stay alive and never take a dive and always strive. I'm meant to live a 10, about a 9 with the pen. 10 off the top, and I'm climbing to the top. 50, and I'm never gonna stop. I am the hip hop, and I respect number one. And lyrically, I'm ill, and I'll destroy anyone. 2 mixtapes and 2 albums done. My name is incomplete, and I get the job done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Numbers have power, so let's get it done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Know it's the number that helps you strive. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Numbers have power, so let's get it done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Know it's the number that helps you strive.
What's the deal, good people? It is your boy, Eric Taylor, Big E Astrology, rocking with you on a beautiful Saturday evening, the day of the planet Saturn, discipline, retrograde in Pisces. Tonight, on episode 156, Knowledge is Love, I will be discussing the Leo new moon, or the new moon in Leo, which is on Wednesday, August 16th, 2023 at 5:38 a.m. East Coast, 2:38 a.m. West Side. Okay, so we're going to get into it. I will bring up the chart. My sidekick will be joining us shortly, and I'm really excited. This is, excuse me, I'm having a little snack because I'm doing a late dinner tonight after the show. And I just started to get hungry, but this energy, it's strong. The sun and the moon on a new moon, new beginnings, are at 23 degrees Leo. You have the true black moon Lilith, you'll see in the chart, in a conjunction with it, at 24 degrees. You have Venus retrograding in Leo, also there. And then Juno is in Leo, joining the party. So there's a lot of planetary energy, extra emphasis and themes. And this new moon, the sun and moon, is in a square to Uranus and Taurus. We're going to break all this down. Plus, we still have the nodal square, the T-square, to Pluto and Capricorn retrograde. The south node in Libra is in a sextile to the sun and moon in Leo. And the north node in Aries is in a trine to the new moon and sun in Leo. Plus, Chiron is in a trine. So I will be breaking some stuff down for you tonight. I hope you guys are ready. It is going to be a lot of fun. And bring your ears, your heart, your root chakra, because this is all in play. And it's about us being our true, authentic selves, right? I can only be Eric Taylor. I can only be Big E. I can only be E complete. That is all me. Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. Happy birthday, hip hop. Happy celebrating 50 years. Okay? 50 years. I can't even explain to you, growing up in New York City, my first love being hip hop, what it means to me. Obviously, what's happening now is not, the music is not really hip hop, but there's still plenty of people giving you the true, authentic, intelligent lyrics and rhymes, storytelling, even party stuff. But we need to get back to the pillars of the culture, right? The bombing, the graffiti, the b-boying, which is the breaking and footwork, the breakdancing, okay? The DJ. Without the DJ to throwing the parties, and shout out to Kool Herc and Africa Bambaataa, we wouldn't be, having it, Melly Mel, Grandmaster Kaz, Grandmaster Flash, okay, Spoonie G, Karis One, Rakim, Run DMC, Houdini, Curtis Blow, LL Cool J, all right? So and then of course the MC, which is me. Like Karis One says, I am hip hop, and I hate that little dash in between because hip hop is supposed to be HIP, HOP, no separation. Okay. And I've got stories for days. And maybe I'll do an astrology show just on hip hop, to honor my true first love. And maybe I'll do that next week because it's time. It is definitely time to give hip hop its love and to even correlate it and connect it to astrology. So that's something that I work on. But it's all about the Leo new moon. And it's powerful, this 23 degrees, okay? And it's also an energy where, because it's squaring Uranus, it's very much about our individual liberation and freedom, okay? And it's very much about the spiritual awakenings in our own lives, about us being our true, authentic selves, increasing our self-love, and not living a life that is validating someone else's thoughts and ideas of who we should be, but living a life that's pleasing to our heart and souls and being who we are and who we're destined to be. Okay? And that's what's really the story and the theme of this Leo new moon. So we're gonna break into it a little bit more, introduce my sidekick, Mrs. Alana Taylor, my better half.
Sorry guys, I just getting out of the shower and I ran behind trying to clean up. But you know what? Have you done a birth chart for hip hop?
I have to see if we can find
today, August.
We have to see if we can find a birth time and stuff like that. But I'm gonna research that, and then I think I'm gonna do an episode on that. Yeah.
You should. I don't know how you could necessarily find the.
You can't necessarily find a time. But
maybe you can just figure out what time the party started. Parties didn't start right. You didn't leave the house till 10.
Yeah, but
we didn't leave the house until 10.
Right, but I think block parties and you'd have to actually ask Kool Herc, but I don't know if there's an official start, but this is the time they have selected and chosen and stuff like that. So either way, I will try to figure out something, but I will go through and kind of maybe get some of the pillars of hip hop and talk about some of their placements and just some of the storylines, because I've got a lot of insight being there, being the younger brother of hip hop. My home basketball court, the GOAT, between 97th and 98th in Amsterdam is Rocksteady Park and Rocksteady Crew. And I knew Crazy Legs and different cats. And so, and I knew Zulu Nation. And my good buddy growing up, Smokey Fontaine, his father took Bambaataa and other, pillars of hip hop to London, England, to Europe. You know what I mean? So I was really, there at the beginning. My stepbrother went to grade school with Karis One, kindergarten to first grade. So there's just so much. But I love hip hop. It's who I am. Okay.
So let's see. We have Rose. Hi, Rose. How are you? And Hope. Hey, girl.
Hey, Hope.
And we have Nadia.
Hi, Nadia. Welcome.
Nadia
I don't know Nadia.
Oh. Are you new, Nadia?
Oh, there's that Naja.
Naja.
That's
sorry.
Mark's cousin, Naja Hansen.
Oh my gosh! Get out of here.
Hey, Naja.
Oh.
And Mark loved hip hop.
Yes. It is so nice to sort of meet you through this computer. I have definitely heard about you. So much love.
Hey, Naja.
Just, so much love, and that we love Mark as well. She wants to know what's up with the Leo and the moon.
Oh, well, Naja, let me tell you, you came to the right place. So the new moon is when the sun and the moon are exactly together, and that's going to be at 5:38 a.m. on August 16th, Eastern. And it's going to be at 23 degrees. Leo is a fixed fire sign connected to the heart chakra, creativity, children, self-expression, entertainment, entertainers, the politicians, the authority, the government. Leo, the home of the sun. The sun is exalted in Aries, but it's at home in Leo. It can be super generous. Low vibration can be arrogant, immature, always needing the attention. But Leo is really, that's why the Lionsgate portal is 8-8, because the sun and the earth, they're all in alignment with the dog star Sirius, where they believe Jesus and other deities came from, and Orion. And so that opens up the portal, which kind of closes today from July 26th to August 12th. And I hope you guys had a nice Lionsgate portal on 8-8. But Leo season.
What is everybody trying to manifest? Can you guys put that in the chat?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
You know, what?
And Irene popped in.
Hey, Irene. And who is Rose? I don't know you, Rose. So welcome.
Rose Jefferson.
Nice to meet you, Rose. So Naja and Rose, all you new people, I always welcome new people to the show, and you can share your sun, moon, and rising placements if you know it. I'll give you a little nugget and stuff before I get to the Leo chart of the new moon. But new moons, Naja, are times to, set positive intentions. And this one is very important because it's squaring Uranus and Taurus. Uranus is what is bringing all this extreme crazy weather in Taurus, the first earth sign. It's literally hashtag new earth. So the extreme heat, the hurricanes, the volcanoes erupting, the tsunamis, this and that. I mean, we've had more extreme weather. July out here in Arizona was the hottest July on record. Okay. And so a lot of that is connected with Uranus and Taurus. It leaves in 2025 where Uranus for 7 years, it has an 84-year orbit, and it spends 7 years in each sign, will go from 25 to 32, Uranus and Gemini. And that's when we get into some total recall stuff with technology and all this crazy. It's going to be wild. So strap your boots up, put on your belts, and don't let nobody put a chip in your skin. Okay. But it's going to be crazy. And that's where you see, X now, Twitter, Neuralink, Elon Musk, he believes in transhumanism. That's what he desires. So, I just, you could do what you want, but I'm not putting a chip in my brain or my finger and all that stuff. But that's kind of where we're headed with Uranus and Gemini and these different things. Okay. And in 2026, you have Saturn and Neptune both entering the sign of Aries. So it's a lot of new beginnings as well. Okay.
Now let's see. Hope said it's been some emotional astral weather.
Yes, it has been. And the moon is currently in Cancer, speaking of the astral weather. And, we're going to have tomorrow a beautiful trine to Neptune and Pisces. This is where we can have extreme empathy and compassion for a fellow man. This is where we can have a lot of intuition and psychic gifts just pour out of us. This is where tomorrow I recommend definitely some really nice meditations and just spiritual discipline and practice, and also your healthy boundaries, even with family. You can tell family that you love dearly, you know what, today I'm not picking up the phone. I need, peace and quiet. I'm doing this, whatever it is. But when Cancer is in a trine, 120-degree angle with Pisces and Neptune, the moon, your moon is your intuition, your body, your health, the family you create, your mother, okay? It's so many things. It's the emotions, feeling, sensitivity, but the internal mind, how you respond and react to others. And Neptune's our spirituality, our creativity, imagination. So do some, escribe, do some writing, do something creative, paint that picture, make that sculpture, start that podcast, do something harmonious and positive tomorrow. it will feel wonderful. Okay.
So Irene finally got her house after 6 years.
Congratulations, Irene.
That's awesome. And that's a big
blessing.
deal. And
Come on, Irene.
Oh, I
Bum,
swear
bum,
it's
bum,
the truth.
bum, bum, bum.
Let's see.
I love you, Irene.
So
Are you coming to Coffee Talk? Come on now.
Come on, Irene.
Yeah, come on. It's August 19th. Hope's going to be there August 19th. Next Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Naja, you should come. You would love it, and you could learn some more about astrology. August 19th, Saturday. It's only $20, 2 hours, and I'm teaching a lesson on Virgo season and Mercury retrograde in Virgo, which begins August 23rd. We're going to look at that chart. Then as a group, and people come from all over the world, we're going to read 2 Coffee Talk members' birth charts and get instant feedback of our analysis and interpretations. And it's a blast, and it's really deep and emotional, and it's really great when people share and volunteer their charts, and then, all eyes are on it. It's powerful. Okay. So, email me at bigeastrology@gmail.com. I sent out an email today. So if it comes as a notification as spam, it's from me, tailored to you coaching. I'm just transitioning, bigeastrology@gmail.com. And
so make sure to add it to your phone, to your list.
Add it to your list.
Go to spam.
Yeah.
And while you're doing that, tell all your friends to go. We got to get Eric over 5,000.
Yeah, Naja, make sure you subscribe to my page and everybody like. And, I really appreciate it, you guys. I'm really excited and I'm growing, and I look forward to getting, as my wife always says, to millions. But right now I'm looking forward to 5,000. And it's just.
I'm already claiming when we're looking back on that.
Yeah, we'll be laughing.
We're going, remember how hard it was to get to that 5,000? Yeah. But anyways, you know what I just realized? Oh, well, you're in red. I'm in orange. Okay. Yeah. I didn't realize that we were kind of wearing the same color.
It's very Leo-ish.
Was that?
Yeah, Leo.
Okay.
Yeah, Leo. The sun, fiery.
Leo. Yes.
Yeah. Creativity.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we're going to get to the chart shortly. But look in your birth chart if you know it or have it, and you can let me know what house your Leo's in. Now, I'm a Western Tropical Astrologer. I use the whole sign system. You can go to astro.com, and in the default button, when you're bringing up the chart, you can click it and it goes down and you select whole sign. Right? It's more ancient and more accurate.
So, okay. Naja has a question.
Yes, ask away, Naja.
She says she's a Leo.
Does
that make a difference with this Leo moon?
Yes, it does. Now, it depends on what degree your sun is at. And if you can put in the chat maybe when your birthday is, Naja. I hope I didn't miss it, but happy birthday. It's Leo season. And it's a good time for you to take advantage of the Leo birth chart sale, Naja. It would be an honor for me to do your birth chart and to talk to you and do it over Zoom. You would learn so much. And it's on sale. Normally $125. It's only $98. It's a steal. So this is the time to do it. The Leo birth chart sale ends August 22nd at midnight on the West Coast. Okay. So, but yeah, so this new moon, it's going to illuminate the sun and the moon being in your Leo sign and house. And so there's going to be a big emphasis, because Venus is there too, retrograde all the way till September 3rd, for Naja, for you to really validate yourself. Focus on your self-love. Remember how amazing you are. Remember, the University of Wisconsin and how much that your cousin believed in you and loved you and would brag about you. Oh, Naja just did this. She just did that. She's working here. She's dating this guy. All that stuff. Like, you want to remember and always know and keep it in your heart how amazing you are, but be authentic to you. Right? This is for all Leos, but this is for all of us, wherever we have Leo, what sign and what house. Leo is in her 4th house. It's in my 10th house. Right? So I've got to show up here in public. I'm not in public, but I'm out in public because I'm live over the internet. That's more of an 11th house thing, but it's still 10th house because it's my workplace, work environment, right? So I've got to be my authentic self. And this new moon is telling you, tell anybody, the doubters, the haters, people who are trying to have you be something else, to kick rocks. okay, and be like, bye, Felicia, because you have to walk in your truth. We are entering in, right, Pluto and Aquarius in January 21st, 2024 for the next 20 years. We are in the age of Aquarius. The true currency for the age of Aquarius, you guys, is being authentically you, thinking of yourself as the individual amongst harmoniously in the flow connected to the collective, right? Remember, I always say in the age of Aquarius, it's about everybody gets a slice of vegan pizza and kombucha. I had to upgrade it. I used to say slice of pizza and a Snapple, but you don't want that dairy and you don't want that Snapple. You want some kombucha and put some pineapple in your pizza and some
organic
vegan
pineapple.
Oh God, it's so good. I love pineapple pizza. I used to partake a lot of that in college when I would partake. But anyway, but let me tell you, this is an important time, Naja, and you'll feel it on the 16th. And maybe that's a good day for all of you guys, right, to do some journaling and ask yourself, how am I being truthful to myself and accepting the good, bad, and the ugly of ourselves, you guys? That's what this new moon wants, right? I have to accept that I sometimes can be a little verbally abrasive. Yes, I'm working on it, but I have to accept who I am. I have to accept sometimes that I am overly thoughtful, considerate, and kind to others, even when they're not to me. You know what I mean? And I have to accept to set healthy boundaries. And I have to, you know what I mean? So like you have to be introspective and at the same time fall back in love with you. God made each and every one of you special. So be truthful and honest with yourself. Venus is in retrograde. Venus is pleasure, beauty, relationships, arts, culture, entertainment, our love language. For a man, his wife. For a woman, the way she wants to be loved. Venus is vehicles. It's chocolate. It's candy. Right? It's associated with food. So really, make sure you guys are taking the time, guess what? To pat yourself on the back. You're doing pretty good.
That.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's really interesting because we play this game of self-judgment and we think we let go of stuff, but we don't. So this is really that time to truly let that judgment go so that you can embrace new things. Now let's continue on.
Yeah, let's get some more. I'm going to go to the chart soon, you guys.
Our girl, Hope, has set some new boundaries in her life.
Yes, Hope.
Right on, girl.
That's important. It's healthy. And that's honoring Saturn in Pisces right now. Spiritual discipline and setting boundaries.
So Irene is letting us know she can't make it. She works on Saturdays.
Okay, Irene. Okay, I know you grinding, you got the new house and you working. I'm going to do a coffee talk one time on a Friday night. And
you pick the Friday, Irene.
You pick the Friday, Irene.
You see that kind of love?
That's what I want to do. You let me know whether it's a Friday in September or a Friday in October. Mm-hmm. You let me know, and I will do a coffee talk on a Friday evening.
Look at that, Irene.
All right.
You pull some weight.
That's how much I care about you, Irene. I just want to meet you and laugh. You know.
She said, I was just thinking I'm about to dive into Virgo because my South Node is in the 6th house and I want to dig in.
Yeah. Well, listen, this is going to be an important coffee talk because Virgo season, August 23rd, and Mercury going retrograde from August 23rd to September 15th. Now, you know Mercury goes retrograde 3 to 4 times a year, but at the same time, until September 3rd, right? So that like 2-week window, it's going to be retrograde with Venus starting August 30th or 29th with Uranus, with Saturn, with Neptune, with Pluto. We're going to have 6 planets retrograde until September 3rd. What does that mean? The universe is telling us, slow down, reassess, reanalyze, rethink, revisit, and be introspective and take measure, take note. Who are you? Where are you? How are you? And where do you want to go? People, I don't have to tell you that the world has been bat sugar honey iced tea crazy since Kobe died in January 2020, right? Because March 13th, that was all the COVID stuff. Now, COVID kind of started around January, but since we lost Kobe Bean Bryant, Virgo coming up, he's born on, I think, the 23rd or 24th of August, right? The world's been wild. What I want you to understand is that you have control. You can choose to be on a different and positive timeline. We are ascending from the 3D, the physical world, with these avatar bodies. You are not this body, right? This cute, handsome Venus first house face. This is not, you know what I mean? I am the soul within. This is the outward container. I'm ascending to the 5D. You want to go to the 5D. The solar flares are the highest in recorded history coming from the sun to the planet Earth. This is science. This is not just spiritual woohoo talk. These are facts. The world, the Earth is shifting and changing. The frequencies, the vibrations, energetically, our cells, our DNA. We are, we're upgrading. But if you choose to be in the fear, the hate, the jealousy, the envy, the lower vibrations and frequencies, you are delaying that, and you may not ascend and change and grow the way that you think or want or desire. I choose a different timeline. I vibrate with love. And let me tell you, the highest frequencies are love, gratitude, and being authentically you. They've measured this, right? You hear Dr. Joe Dispenza talk about it, but other doctors and scientists too, neuroscientists, they have measured these frequencies. Just like it's important for you to take off your sneakers and shoes and put those feet on the earth and grass, earthing and grounding. It's what we need, right? Those negative ions, the way they charge our body. Same thing when you hug a tree. Yeah, I'm a straight up New York City kid, hip hop. I never thought I'd be talking about hugging trees. But I think about when I would be in Central Park playing all the time, I felt at home and I loved it. That was like my backyard, Central Park. But it was and I remember the big tree we used to play football by, right there when you enter in on 93rd and Central Park. Yeah, so let's get to some more comments and we're going to get to the chart.
So I marked it as safe. I'm not exactly sure what hope means by that. And Nadia loves seeing us together. Thank you. We love doing it.
She's talking about my email.
Okay.
The Biggie Astrology, yeah.
That's right.
And Nadia, you have to email me.
Okay, so
BiggieAstrology@gmail.com.
Maga Soul Astrology.
Hey, Maga Soul.
So their natal moon is in Leo at 28 degrees and in the 8th house.
Ooh.
Squaring Pluto and Sag in the 12th. My dreams are already pretty wild. I wonder if there will be something else new.
Yeah. You may actually also have some hidden enemies revealed that you need to transmute and eliminate out of your life. You may also vibrate into your new authentic self. Remember, the 12th house, we need to share it with the rest of the chart. Your hidden talents can be as a transformative astrologer and healer and teacher. Maga Soul Astrology, Pluto, Sagittarius, 12th house. Remember, Pluto in the 12th house, make sure you watch that video. I broke that down pretty good. Your boy Donald Trump has that, but a lot of people do. You can obtain the power of the world, but the true power comes in mastery of self, healing the soul psychology, the soul psyche, learning that the real power is when you release and surrender power, control, manipulation, right? True introspection, self-love. And then I call it the Trinity of Trust, right? You learn to surrender, release, purge, detox. And then the Trinity of Trust is
surrender, release, purge, and detox.
But no, the Trinity of Trust is always trust in you. In a healthy way, learn to trust in others. And then always trust in God's source energy.
I think that's an E-ism you're going to have to send out.
Yes, I will send that out as an E-ism.
I'm talking him into that, guys. If you guys are on his mailing list,
you'll be on my mailing list. You'll get.
We're still working on the website, and I'm actually working.
BigEastrology.com is coming soon.
It's coming. I mean,
a couple weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it looks so beautiful.
It is. It's really cool. And I know we've been working on it forever.
But honey, we're going to get ready to go to the chart, right?
But wait. Before we do that, we need to make sure that we get to everybody's
comment.
Okay,
sorry. Go to the comments.
So, Hope's been having some wild dreams. Naja was born on July 29th.
Okay, happy belated
birthday.
So this new moon and at 23 degrees is not that close. July 29th, you are probably 6 or 7 degrees Leo.
So Hope's father came to her in a dream. That is awesome. Wow, and I hope it was a good one. Hope.
But Juno's hitting it, Naja. So love could be in the air for you too. Relationship. But don't start a new relationship after September 3rd. Okay, Naja? Promise me.
Okay. So Irene, she's wanting to dig into the nodal axis shift. The South Node is conjuncting her Saturn, Pluto in the 4th, and North Node will pass her mid-heaven. MC mid-heaven?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, there's some old emotions and some things around your mom and your ancestors that you need to purge, release, and detox, Irene, right? You know this. And so really focus on, are you doing any people pleasing? Do you feel like whether it's mom or grandma or some of the people in your home from childhood, were you always like kind of, what do you need? Oh, keep the peace and trying to be the one seeking the balance and the harmony and the peace and fairness and this and that. Sometimes the Cancer risings, the Libra 4th house, they can be the scapegoat in their family and home, and it's not easy. So if the South Node is in your 4th house in Libra right now, it may be a good time to have this tough conversation with mom or grandma or abuela or this and that, or even if they've passed away, to write a letter to them. And forgiveness is a gift to yourself. It's very important, okay? All right, so
Naja has a bunch of questions.
Okay, Naja, let's go.
Real quick. Let's do it. So we've already told you. She asked, like, what should she be doing? You should be looking for love in all the right places and waiting until after September 3rd.
Well, yeah. No, but it's increasing the self-love.
I'm joking. She knows.
Yeah. Okay.
And she said that how should she be focusing her energy? Loving self and
I would do something creative, the self-love, but also be honest. Where are you in your life not being authentically you, right? Where are you kind of doing things to please mom or to please this one, or you're worried about your friend group or your current boyfriend or an ex-boyfriend or what your girlfriends may say? What does Naja really want? And so sometimes you may need to write that out. And I would recommend, if you hit me up for the email, we can do the birth chart.
Just going back on
start a dream book too.
If you are already in a relationship,
then
what that
make
can
it tighter,
mean is increasing and bringing an even closer bond to that existing relationship.
But through honesty. We have tough conversations all the time,
But they're always good in the end, right?
No, they're always good. But I think that's what's important as a couple. Yeah, we're happy. But do we have disagreements and argue? Yeah, and go and skip it. We do. Now, most of the time, it has to do with the children, not us. Me and her.
Those people will just be starting some stuff.
They mess some stuff up. Me and her are fine. I love you.
They be stressing me out.
Yeah, but
okay.
Understand. So, but this is a good time. But also, listen, if you're in a relationship and it's not for your highest good, this is the time to say goodbye.
So she asks a really good question. She says, what is Leo season? What does it mean? What does Leo season mean for Leos? And then I'm curious to know, would that same
so when the
be the
sun
same
is back,
sign?
so you had your solar return, okay, which is at the degree point. So remember I was saying your Leo sun is probably somewhere between 6 and 8 degrees if you're on the 29th. Okay. It's probably 7 degrees. So you would look at that chart, right? I would look at that chart and then I can tell you the theme of life that could play out for you for this year. But when the sun, you'd have to know your rising sign, what house your Leo's in, because this is why like sun sign astrology messes people up, because you could be a Leo sun in the third house. That's very different from your best friend that's the day before you, and she's the Leo sun in the 11th or 9th house, right? It's very different. So these houses tell themes of life and stories, and the sun sign is your identity, your ego, your purpose, your personality, your father, your expression, your authority, your creativity, your ego. Okay. And so the sun sign is also your vitality. It's very important in the natal birth chart. So this is Leo season, right? Which started July 22nd and goes until August 22nd, really. Okay. So that tells a story for these people. When the sun comes back around, you're having your solar return. That's why it's your birthday. But it's also illuminating the self. So you can feel very alive, but depending on where you are and your heart, mind, and soul and your emotions, you could feel some people get depressed around their birthday. There's so many different things that can play out. That depends on your chart and the individual. All right.
Irene has said something that I think is really interesting. She says she likes retrogrades. It makes her feel more powerful.
Yeah.
And so forth. So is it?
Retrogrades are not negative all the time. Yeah.
And so is it just like kind of, because you always hear all this stuff about Mercury?
Well, Mercury retrograde is real, but it affects everyone differently, right? In my natal birth chart, my Mercury is retrograde already when I was born. So when Mercury retrograde comes around in Virgo, which is my placement, I don't really have issues with it. Just recently, the last year and a half, I've had issues with Mercury retrograde, but it's been in other signs. And it's messed up my computer, my emails, texts. You might missend things, or Siri's like misinterpreting your talking text and saying something inappropriate. You're like, oh my gosh, I hope I didn't send that.
I think you guys been having that.
Yeah, do you guys have that?
I
like
have been
Siri,
having Apple say some stuff.
Siri be saying some raunchy stuff that it's nowhere near what you've said.
Siri is straight up cursing and saying some nasty stuff. I had something where I almost sent it to somebody and I was like, ooh.
That's not good.
I was not talking about... So it was cursing and saying some sexual stuff. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I think they have some programmers up in there that.
Well, also laughing. Remember iPhone Siri backwards is Iris. Iris of the eye. Okay. So, but let's go to the chat. I'm gonna get back to I'm sorry. No. Let's go to the chart. I'm gonna get back to the chat, you guys.
But wait, let's just quickly. Okay. So, Irene. Okay, so Hope has Venus and Leo.
And Naja, make sure you watch this. I want you to see this. So you
Hope
see the chart.
has Venus and Leo, and she's been in retrograde. We might not be able to hit on all these things. L.M. Brown.
They're new. Hello,
L.M. Brown.
Welcome. Eric Taylor, nice to meet you. Please share your sun, moon, rising.
We will need to get to that for you. And then Naomi Moore.
Hi, Naomi. Welcome.
Do we know Naomi?
No, she's new. Eric Taylor, nice to meet you.
Hey, Naomi. So nice to see you.
Yeah. And remember, all you Leos, sun, moon, risings, the Leo birth chart sales rocking 98 or 206 until August 22nd. 206 is a mini movie of your life. 40 to 50-minute custom video summary, audio transits of your current and future transits, and videos of all your placements. The 98 is 60 minutes live over Zoom, birth chart interpretation, videos of your placements, and you can ask me live questions. You get the recording. Only $98 down from $125. That's because I love Leos. I got Leo sons. Their birthday, my twins, will be 10 years old on Monday. Monday. Can you imagine? 10 years old.
Excuse me.
And this poor woman, she gave birth to all four boys, but to the twins at 40 years old, natural.
Oh, I do all my babies natural.
All natural. No drugs. The nurses were like high-fiving her. They were like, oh my God, your wife's a superwoman.
I am.
But it was crazy. Like they were like, wait, twins and you're preeclamptic and you want to do it natural and you're 40? They're like, she's crazy. They set up the epidural. I had to distract the doctor, but that's a whole nother story. All right.
The only time I second guessed it is when they were right before they were wheeling me in through the door. Literally, I turned to the doctor and I said, listen, if the second baby begins to turn, because I didn't have an epidural and that's where they say it's really hard.
Yeah.
I said, please, And she said she was going to jump on top of me and hold the baby in place and make sure that baby did not turn.
And we had a doula.
Thank you.
Our doula was incredible.
Great folks around
our doula, after us, we had her first, became the doula of the Olympic swimmer Michael Phelps. Yeah,
we broke her. No, she's
the
been
Taylors.
For a long time,
she's a legend. She's great.
Anyway, so Ellen Brown, she's and it's Lady. That's what she says later on. She has Leo in the second house.
Leo sun.
And so does Irene.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And this chart, you'll see, is a Cancer rising. So Leo's in the second house.
And then, okay. So Hope's going to fill us in on the dream later.
Okay, yes.
Naomi Moore is Gemini with Leo in the 12th house.
Okay. So you're a Virgo rising?
And Irene said, I love my mother deeply. I treat her like my child. She needs mothering in a lot of ways.
Okay, and that's that.
We have Lisa Brady.
Hey, Lisa Brady.
Lisa, how are you?
What's up, girl?
And let's see.
Okay, I'm dying to get to this chart.
I know, but I just like to get through with this.
I know.
So Naja said she got her heart destroyed on July 28th, abandoned on her.
Oh, by your boyfriend?
Stay open.
It's okay.
He sucks. Well, you know what?
He doesn't know how amazing you are.
He did you a favor by leaving, okay?
Yes.
Because
you're leveling up, Naja.
Yes.
And trust me, you are ascending to your higher self. Trust me.
That's what that was about.
You gotta. I'm so glad you're here tonight. This is no accident. You gotta reach out to me, Naja. I'm telling you, this is the time. You need to learn. Astrology is to map your life. Now, I don't like quoting billionaires that are criminals, but Jamie Dimon, the head of Chase Bank, right? He said astrology is the language of billionaires. Only millionaires don't know it. What I want you to understand, all the powers that be, government, CEOs, they all know and use astrology and numerology. If you don't know it, you're in the dark. Now, they may do it for bad stuff. We can use it for positive stuff. The birth chart is the map of your life. There's no victimhood. You chose your parents. You chose this experience. You chose the time you were born. And now it's time to investigate and learn it. And I'm the one to help you to transform and guide you through the map of your life. Astrology is powerful, you guys. I promise you. It is amazing, God. He gave you a gift because he wasn't the one for you. And you will find the right one when it's time. But most importantly, find Naja. Work on that heart chakra, the self-love. Because then energetically, your match will be sent to you.
Okay. Just with that, here's what I did. Okay. I took several years off between, I was married before, and I took several years off and didn't date. And then I kind of dated some people that weren't working, and I was like, God, what is going on? Anyways, I wrote down, I thought about it, and I wrote down all of the traits of the person that I wanted. I wanted communicating. I wanted, I didn't put New Yorker, but I always knew that I was going to have somebody with that voice because I just love it. But I'm from New York, and so that's very comforting to me. Anyway, long story short, I wrote everything down. I put it in my Bible. I put it away. And to be honest with you, I actually forgot about it. I prayed over it that day, and I did that for a couple of days, and then I just kind of forgot about it. But I just kept on keeping on doing the things I needed to do. I was working on finishing up my degree at that time, all that stuff. Long story short, he popped up probably within 6 months or so of me doing that. And that's when we began to talk. And it wasn't until later on I was doing something and I saw the list again. I was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I did. But see, I took that time to really focus on it, think, pray on it. Praying on it, what puts it out into the universe, makes it known what you want. Don't be afraid. And that's how it ended up coming. So I know if it happened for me, it can happen for anybody. So.
And on my side of the world, she was in Colorado. I was in New York. I was doing the same thing. I wrote out 25 character traits that I wanted in my wife. And then each week I crossed off 5. And I do this in my relationship coaching program. And I crossed off 5. And then I said to God, if I just got these 5, I would be completely in gratitude, and I would accept it and this and that. And then I closed my book and this and that or whatever. I was a single guy in New York, taking care of my mother, still dating. And then I just had to be like, what are you doing? Stop. Just be still. Be with you. And then when I wrote that down, the 5, and then I put it away too, it wasn't that long after that I met her, and I got way more than the 5. So, we have to be willing to kind of put in the work. Okay. That's why Saturn in Pisces until 2026, it is telling you to have healthy boundaries, spiritual discipline, to be creative, to use your imagination. So do some journaling tomorrow with the Sun, Venus, Kazemi, but also on Wednesday, August 16th with this new moon. Now, please, let's get to the chart because I'm going to come back to you guys. But we got to get to the chart.
Okay. I'm sorry, Irene. We will get back to you. And oh my goodness. Okay. We'll get back to everybody. But Irene's talking about her mama, and let me tell you something. We all could have some.
We all could talk about our mamas, yes.
And maybe we need to do a whole thing dedicated to mamas.
Yeah, the moon in the 4th house. We'll do a show on that.
We'll open it up with Tupac's "Dear Mama."
No, we can't because we have to pay for that. Go ahead. Go.
Can we open it? We can't open it up with Eminem's "Mama" song?
No.
You never met her, too? Okay, what are we doing here?
We're going to Astrology.com. Bring up the chart.
Let's go. Let's do this.
All right, you guys. Here is the chart. And remember, just like I told you, it starts off, it's 5:38 and 2:38 a.m. Pacific, okay? The chart is a Cancer rising, okay? So if you've never, I don't know, Naja, if you've seen a chart or any of you guys or whatever, some of you guys are Cancer rising, so this looks very familiar to you. So for this chart, you set the chart for the exact time of the new moon, okay? And you see down here, the moon and the sun, right? You're asking, Naja, your sun is more like 7 degrees. So it's closer to this asteroid here, Juno, of long-term relationships and committed marriage, okay? We, have the Venus retrograde, but here's the moon and the sun, right, at 23 degrees. And this is the true black moon Lilith. This is the divine feminine. I know everybody's talking about the Barbie movie and all this and that, but the true black moon Lilith is repressed and rejected energy, Adam's first wife. But what it deals with, more importantly, not the demonization and the patriarchal system, saying women don't have the right to do whatever they want or be who they want. This is the female Pluto divine feminine energy, but it's connected to your pheromones, hormones, pre-verbal, pre-rational energy, right? And this is where you can feel rejected. In this chart, it's in the 2nd house of what? You can't make this stuff up. It's in the 2nd house of your values, your speech, your throat chakra, right? Your self-worth, your material items, your money, with the sun, moon, and Venus. So this is telling us a very distinct story of focus on your values. Who are you? Get rid of some of those possessions. You are not the MAC makeup and this and that. And there's so much chemicals and toxins in that stuff. Women, please stop poisoning yourselves. Okay? That's why you reach out to my wife and get her deodorant, her lip balms, sabalepure.com. You want clean, organic, vegan products. All right. But the true black moon Lilith in your root chakra, it's also showing you in Leo, your tribe of people, especially if this is your natal placement. This is the energy for the collective for this new moon. But your tribe of people are the Leo folks, people who are about self-expression, being authentically themselves, speaking your truth from your heart. And that's what this new moon wants us to do. 23 is a royal star energy, the degree point. On the ascendant, right, it's no accident, it's a Cancer moon. Remember I told you it's kind of like the authentic chart coming from your mother's. This is part of fortune, spiritual or financial blessings from yourself, the I am energy. This chart is telling you to nurture and care for yourself. Cancer ascendant is about nurturing and caring, right? All this energy in the 2nd house, values, self-worth. It's time for us for self-love, introspection, let's look at this third house. The story just gets better and better because what you're dealing with here is Mercury conjunct Mars. Third house, siblings, cousins, elementary school, your writing, your learning, your communications, your local community, vehicles, but it's also social media. When you have Mercury and Mars in Virgo in the third house of social media, this can create some explosive conversations around nutrition, health, humanity, service. This is opposing. Now it's not exact, but these two are basically opposing the because it's past the Saturn, but the Pisces ninth house where you have the Neptune. Okay, and you're dealing with here. And look, there's no accidents. The midheavens here, but you're dealing with Neptune is the fog, illusion, spirituality, creativity, imagination, but deception. Neptune are the chemicals, the pharmaceuticals, the deception we were under and have been under, the spell we've been under. Remember, Neptune, I told you, is filming for photography. In America's chart, Sagittarius rising, Neptune's in the fourth house of home, television, being deceived through the media. Okay? So understand, this is why the Saturn's here. Be disciplined. It's retrograding until November 4th. Be disciplined and set healthy boundaries. Turn off the television. You won't regret it. Why do you need to have people pumping fear to your mind, your heart, your spirit, your body, your soul every day of your life? The news ain't changed. Gas price is still high. This is still that. Left hates right. Democrat hates Republican. Republican hates Democrat. This, that. Who cares? It's all a game. It's deception. The quicker you learn that, the better your life will be. Now, what's fascinating, because we got to look at the Taurus energy, okay? This is Uranus. You see this over here in the 11th house where Uranus is at home associated with Aquarius. This is Jupiter. Uranus is in an exact square, right? You see the Uranus? It's squaring. The square is the same modality. It's a fixed earth sign, Taurus, squaring in the second house, Leo, the fixed fire sign. It's squaring the sun and moon. The external mind, personality, purpose, identity, vitality, moon. The internal mind, intuition, emotions, your body, health, the family you create, your mother. So when Uranus is squaring the sun and the moon, this is speaking to protests. The 11th house is the politician, the government, hopes, dreams, wishes, but it's humanity, the collective, the nonprofit. So we may experience next week coming up, there could be the summer heat. People get irritable and tired. They can be like, you know what? We're tired of all this mess and BS. We're tired of you messing with our currency, the cryptocurrency, the financial system, the inflation rates, the greed of the corporations just raising the prices. They don't have to raise the prices. That's their choice. They're taking advantage of this pandemic experience and then gouging prices to make you suffer. This is the sun moon squaring Uranus and Taurus. We may have some bad hurricanes. When Uranus goes retrograde on August 29th or the 30th, get ready around Labor Day weekend and all that stuff coming up. Florida, New Orleans, you're going to have some crazy storms and hurricanes. This heat, the oceans, the temperatures. Okay? Get prepared because it's coming. And so this is also saying with this squares are opportunities for growth, right? It's a 90-degree angle. There's discomfort, there's arguments, but it's always opportunities to see or learn a different viewpoint and perspective. Uranus Taurus is hashtag New Earth. It's sudden events and spiritual awakenings around your values, your money, being practical and pragmatic. Taurus is old school music, jazz, classic rock, classic hip hop, this, that, whatever. But it's also sudden events. It's about freedom and liberation. Uranus in Taurus wants to be valued. The Venus, Sun, Moon, Leo, this is about UPS, the Writers Guild, the Actors Guild, workers. Second house is about earning money, you guys. This is about people wanting to be liberated and free. They want to be respected. They want to earn the right wages for the right amount of work they've put in and not get robbed at every corner they turn or overly taxed by a government that taxes its people way too much. Okay? This is what's going on with this chart. It's beautiful and it's deep. This is just the beginning. What we also have is this Libra South Node, right? Pretty much, it's 26 degrees now in a sextile to just a 3-degree orb, so it still works. In a sextile to the Sun and Moon in Leo. Well, what's Libra? Libra's relationships, partnerships, right? It's marriage, it's event planning, the social worker. It's justice, fairness. In the fourth house of what? The homeland. The internal mind, the relationships, the mother. The South Node cuts, separates, divides. It's releasing, it's karmic, it's spiritual. Right? We have to release and surrender some things that no longer serve us in our own homes, in our own minds, with our own emotions, with our own country. It's time to be truthful and authentic. Don't accept less than the truth from your homeland, from your internal mind, your mother, your family. Now, the North Node is in a trine, second house to the 10th house, and the Chiron in the 10th house, Aries, okay? So what you're seeing here, the North Node is your purpose, mission, destiny. It's the fuel. The Aries North Node is telling us in the trine to the Sun and Moon, it's time to be your true, authentic, independent self. Aries are authentically themselves. They are childlike. They are adventurous. They are direct. They don't want to hear the word no. They only want to see possibilities. They are assertive and aggressive. They initiate. They're not perfect, but they, you know what I mean? They don't mean anybody harm. They're just trying to do what they want to do when they want to do it. But it's about us being the pioneer maverick of our own lives. It's in the 10th house, people. 10th house is career, workplace, legacy, reputation, your public image. Be the independent leader of your lives. If you got to leave that job because it's killing you, what do you need to get cancer from a job for when you've got all the experience and you can just make your own path and do your own thing? I'm not telling you to be financially irresponsible. I'm telling you to start putting things into work with this new moon, that if you want an escape plan from the matrix, then start looking at that 5th house and that Aries North Node of fueling your own business, your own creativity, turning that hobby into something. With all this technology, you can work from home. You can work from anywhere in the world. You could be in Aruba, on the beach in Puerto Rico, and make millions. It's just about having a plan and use the fuel of this Aries North Node on this new moon to make it happen. It's time to be truthful and authentically ourselves. I'm not done. The Chiron wound. This is still in the trine too, 19 degrees to 23. It's a 4-degree orb, but for the trine, the most you want to do is 5. Some astrologers will go up to 8 degrees. Chiron in Aries. Now, some of us are going through our Chiron return. Both of us have it, right? The OGs, you know, that 7-8 year time. Chiron Aries is about healing your inner child of the emotional, physical, spiritual wounds around finding your own voice, initiating and assertive, and being this curious, like just going to get it, independent person and child. Being the leader. Aries is the leader. It's the I am. The great I am, okay? So understand, Aries season 0 degrees, that's the real new year, astrological and spiritual, on the spring equinox, March 21st. This Chiron at 19 degrees, we've got to heal our childhood wounds so we can be the best version of ourselves. You guys are alive right now. You're here tonight. You are walking in your purpose, and you chose to be here during this time. You chose to survive 9/11. You chose to be here for this COVID. You chose to be here for this, that, and the third. Give yourself a little pat on the back, a little grace and a mercy. You're doing a good job, Evelyn, Hope, Naja, Alana, Eric, LMB, Rose, all you new people. Okay? Give yourself some grace and mercy and some credit. Don't listen to the people on the sidelines, mom, dad, cousin, sibling, co-worker, stranger, social media person, these idiots, whoever it is. You know who you are. And if you don't, then it's time to do the work to figure it out. But don't accept the other labels that other people put on you. They don't know you. Only God knows you. And that's a song from E Complete on the second album, True Speaker. Only God knows, man. But you understand? So this chart and this energy, and there's more, you know what I mean? Because we're also still dealing with Pluto in Capricorn, retrograde, squaring the nodes. 26, right? Pluto is still there at the 28 degrees. Pluto on Capricorn is what you're seeing happening now until January 20th, 2024. Pluto is breaking the structures, the organizations, the systems in our world and society. They're all crumbling. That's Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. You're going to see more things revealed, more secrets, more BS and lies, things that have been hidden from us for probably centuries, if not decades, okay? Not just a little alien reveal. People don't even care. They're like, oh, yeah, well, whatever. We already knew about that. Tell us a real truth, okay? But question why they're revealing that to you now. That's what you need to do. Always question things. Pluto, just so you know, is the underworld. What Pluto does in its cycle from 08 to 24 in Capricorn, 08, what? We had the bubble. We had the real estate bubble. The market crashed, right? That's what Pluto comes in to do. It comes to go underground and dig up all the lies and secret societies and power, control, manipulation, and sex and abuse. And Capricorn, it's the structures, the systems, the government. That's what's going on right now. In case you didn't know, now you know. That was the Me Too movement. That was the real estate. That's the financial system. That's the government. It's all being revealed to us. It's your choice to pay attention and to listen and understand what's at play. Don't play checkers anymore. Play chess, please. Now, it's squaring the Aries North Node and Libra South Node. It's a T-square. There are things that are happening that it's already been written. It's karmically fated. And so you're going to, literally, it's going to continue to play out day after day. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, what's going on in this world? Well, it's this Pluto Capricorn squaring the nodes. Okay. And I also wanted to share, you guys, this Uranus and Taurus, this can create spiritual awakenings that allow you. Remember, Taurus is very calm. That's why the moon is exalted in Taurus. It's the first earth sign. This is letting you know, squaring the sun and moon, get your butt outside, put your feet in the grass and the dirt, and ground and connect with nature, with Mother Earth, all right, Gaia. It's not going to hurt you. Get back to the herbs and the plant medicine. What's new is this Western medicine system. That's new. What's been around for thousands of years are the herbs, the trees, the fruits, the vegetables, the plants, the spirulina, the ashwagandha, the sea moss. That's ancient.
And that's where we have to even ask ourselves why we have so many questions about the herbs that have been here for thousands of years, which I'm always happy to talk to people about.
But we don't want to question the poisons and toxins
about
from the
picking
doctors.
up something off the shelf at Target or wherever
and pharmacy,
slathering those chemicals on us without question.
Yep.
But if somebody says to us, "Oh, try benzoin tree sap. That really helps to keep your odor down," we go, "What? Huh?" And we have to research it. It's very interesting how this world kind of twists us up.
People are that brainwashed that they literally, you can put lavender on your pillow to help you sleep better at night. You know what I mean? You can have different herbs and different remedies that will heal you naturally. What happens with Western medicine, you are a consumer. They make money. And you keep coming back because it's not healing you. It's putting a patch on something and then creating 10 other problems, right? I don't know when they started it, maybe 8 to 10 years ago, but you now see all the commercials. They go through on these commercials and list the 20 things that can happen wrong. And people just laugh and ignore it nowadays, but they were forced to do that legally. But people still don't know the ingredients in any of the products they use. You don't know that dish soap is in your toothpaste and Colgate and Crest and all Aquafresh and all that crap. Don't put that in your mouth. It's poison. But read your labels. Uranus and Taurus. Taurus is the physical body, you guys. Uranus is the sudden events, but this is going to create squaring this new moon, this uncomfortable realization of, wait a minute, what am I putting in my body? What's affecting my heart? Leo's the heart. Taurus is the physical body. Maybe I should get the H3O from cucumbers and watermelon, fruit that's really hydrating water. Okay?
So I have been every single morning starting with hot lime and
I'm going to come back to the chart. Yeah, you should.
Every night,
warm or hot water.
I can. Yeah. Well, it's in season. I end my night with watermelon.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what,
you feel amazing.
I'm seeing such a difference. And I let you guys know a few weeks back that my blood pressure that went up while I was carrying the boys and had gone preeclamptic and has been up for almost 10 years now, actually has gone back down, which is awesome.
All right.
So
we're going to get back to the chat. Any questions about the chart? But you saw it. And what I also think, you guys, that's great, and this could happen with the Mercury conjunct Mars in the third house being social media. There can be some arguments and debate around health. There's some people who don't want to see and can't handle revelations and truth. And I'm not going to get into it here, on YouTube or whatever, and I'm not getting into whatever, but your true gift, I always said, if I had my PhD, my class would be Free Thinking 403. Because your greatest gift is the ability to question, research on your own, figure things out, question. Why are they telling you to do this? Why do that? Why do that? Why take this? Why eat that? Why swallow that? Why drink this? You know what I mean? Do you know most of our food and our products are not accepted in most of the countries in the world because they're full of toxins and poisons?
I have to declare everything. I was sending some of my lip balms I sent them to Sweden and then also to Norway. Canada, but they're not as much. But anyways, I had to declare and tell them my ingredients so that they would know if they would even allow them in the country.
Most American products are not allowed even in Mexico.
Mexico won't even
Mexico will take our crap.
cereal.
Yeah.
They will not allow our Captain Crunch that is like a staple to so many kids and our Lucky Charms. Mexico refuses them.
Because of all the dyes, red dye 40 and this one
and the sugar. And that's why so many people love Mexican Coke, because they use cane sugar and not high fructose cereal.
When I was in London and Amsterdam and Paris, the McDonald's, my buddy tried McDonald's or whatever just to try it. It's different food than the stuff here. Literally, it's different food. In Italy, they just passed some law. Oh yeah, they won't allow the fake food, the GMO food, the fake meat.
Fake meat.
Yeah, they won't allow it. Okay. All right, let's get to the chart.
All of this is in the chart.
Yep. Yep. Okay. This is a deep chart. I wanted to show you guys this new moon.
Let's see. So Lisa Brady. I'm so good. I'm so sorry, Lisa Brady. She's a Pluto fourth, Uranus in the fourth. I can write a book on the mother wound. Oh.
Yeah, I know, Lisa.
Is that what mine is?
No, yours is in the 6th.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a lot of moons there too.
Oh.
Anyways,
Your moon's in 8th house. That creates stuff too.
I wake up and I think about my mother automatically. That's Irene. Lisa, always love the presentation and the chats. We love it too.
Thank you, guys.
And see, this is what I love. So Lisa Brady is starting a support group, and she said to Irene that she will be there for her. Love it. See, that's what I love. I love this group because you guys get to know each other, and you know what?
Yeah, and Irene, Lisa is an amazing galactic astrologer, and she does the Akashic records. She's great.
So, oh my God, is
hey,
that
Lady
Mensa from way back in the day?
Oh, hey, Lady Mensa.
Get out of here. So nice to see you again, Lady Mensa.
Yeah, she's not new. She's an OG. What's up, Lady Mensa?
You changed your thing. All right, and Nikki Barrett. Nikki B.
Hey, Nikki. What's up, girl?
That's one of my oldest friends in the world.
Get ready for this new moon, Nikki.
Okay. Thank you she just happened to find us on Facebook.
There
so
you
good
go.
to see you, friend. Yeah. I love you too.
We're live on Facebook. The new moon, Nicole, is Wednesday,
Lisa
the 16th.
was asking about why no chocolate. I know, Lisa, girl.
I was only joking.
No. But maybe it was my mother who was doing this reading. They're saying that there is some kind of toxin in almost all chocolate.
Yeah, no, they've been putting stuff. Yeah,
I don't know. I might still have to just
no. A little bit. Dark chocolate is very good.
I think it said all chocolate. I was like, what? Not the dark cacao?
Who said this?
I don't know. My mother said something.
No.
I'm gonna look it up.
But you got when Venus is in retrograde, I would say stay away from the chocolate anyway until after September 3rd. A little cookie snack won't hurt anybody. But yeah,
Okay.
Don't overindulge in anything. Pluto. But the big one is connected with human design.
It's really
doing
cool,
your
people.
unconscious.
He's been working hard.
Your unconscious soul birth chart. Okay. And this is through the gene key 88 days before your birth. The new birth time, it is so deep. And so I'll be officially announcing that probably next week, and it's going to be a doozy. So even if you've had your natal birth chart done, you want to do your unconscious soul chart. It's a game changer. Mine is wild. Instead of being a Virgo, I'm a Gemini sun. It's powerful.
We are really behind on these comments.
Go ahead.
But did we know that Lisa Brady is a galactic astrologer?
Yeah, I just said that 2 minutes ago.
Did you?
She doesn't listen to me. It's okay.
I listen to you a lot. It's just
yeah.
There's a lot that he says, and sometimes I miss.
Yes, I just said it to Irene. Yeah, that Lisa Brady is amazing. She's a galactic astrologer and an Akashic records reader.
You know what it is because I'm sitting up here reading your comments, and so I'm paying attention to you a little bit.
It's okay.
I'm trying to read. Okay, see, this is an old comment, so But anyways, Lisa.
Lisa's my buddy. She's dope.
Okay. Oh yes, now I know exactly.
Yeah.
Is she gonna come on?
When she's ready, she'll come on.
Anyways, okay, we're talking about Tupac. That was like 20 minutes ago. I'm so sorry, guys. I
am going to do Tupac's birth chart.
Hey, Audra Dye is here.
What's up, Audra? I think I figured out Tupac's birth time, but I'm going to do Sinead O'Connor first. I'm busy with clients. Next week, I'm going to try to get into the celebrity birth charts again.
Ooh.
Sinead O'Connor, Whitney Houston, and Tupac are probably the next 3. Then I'll get to Ali and JFK. So listen, you guys, I'm announcing I am teaching for the second time my Astrology Foundations course. It will begin Saturday, September 23rd. The time is not official yet, tentatively 1 p.m. Eastern, until Saturday, December 2nd. We'll have Thanksgiving weekend off. 9 weeks. Each class is 90 minutes. You will learn how to read a natal birth chart. I'll be teaching you the signs. You got to pour the cement to have the solid foundation. The signs, the planets, the houses, chart rulership, house rulership, and an intro to medical astrology, just the basics. And we will be interpreting and reading a ton of birth charts. It is amazing. My first group, I had it last spring. They loved it. It was amazing.
They really enjoyed it. It was cool.
You will learn so much. And then in this spring, from February to April, I will be launching, if you're ready to become and want to become a professional astrologer, this will probably be 10 weeks, level 2. becoming a pro. Okay. And then there we'll be breaking down way much more. But so please sign up. It's really cheap, only $278. You can do installments, but that's only if you do the early bird. After September 15th, remember classes start September 23rd, but after September 15th, it goes up to $332. So $278 for 9 weeks is a complete steal. Learn the foundations of astrology with your boy, Eric Taylor, Biggie Astrology. You'll love it. And it's 90 minutes of live instruction. You get a workbook. You'll get videos. You'll have homework. I'm going to work you, but you're going to learn. All right. So please email me, biggieastrology@gmail.com. Book your spot. Reserve your spot today. So our oldest son will be 24 in September. He's a Virgo like me. Then you know the truth. My actor, the Gemini, he's 14. He got into a little bike accident last weekend before the first day of school. Scarred up his knees, his back. I mean, thank God he was safe. He had his helmet on. We already did a concussion in second grade. We're not doing any more concussions. And then the twins, Jackson and Mateus, will be 10 on Monday. So I am a proud father of Gemini, Leo, and Virgos. My mother-in-law is the Aquarius. My wife is the Pisces. I'm the Virgo. I had a Taurus and a Libra sister. And my parents, father was an Aries, my mother was a Taurus. So, yeah. So that's my, magnificent 7 signs. But I know every sign, like the back of my hand. But those signs, I know. And when I was single, I used to date a lot of Gemini, Leo, Aquarius women and Libras. But I dated every sign, okay? I mean, I'm a Virgo. But you guys, I just thank you for coming tonight and joining me on this exploration of episode 156, Knowledge is Love. Really looking at this Leo new moon. And before we wrap up, I'll get to a couple more, questions and stuff or comments. But I want to say this. You have the right to reject anyone that's an energy vampire in your life. That toxic friend that calls you and makes you feel depressed and is always whining, bitching, and complaining, right? The neighbor that's always negative, the parent, aunt, uncle, the sibling, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the spouse. Nobody should be bringing you down, not cheering you on and lifting you up. They should not be distracting you from your highest and greatest good, your purpose. And if they're not on your team, right? If they're not on Team Eric, they don't need to be in my life, right? If they're not on Team Lisa, they're not on Team Lady Menza, they're not on Team Naja, they're not on Team, whoever, Hope, Dana, all you guys, you have the right to set those boundaries and be disciplined and say, no, thank you. I reject your negative energy, your negative talk. I'm working on me. Because it's go time. It's been go time. You see how crazy this world is telling you something. It's talking to you. Your intuition's not wrong. You're not crazy. The world or the people who are not paying attention, they're freaking bat-ass crazy.
And,
okay?
I just
understand.
had a semi-healing thing with Marie Lucinda, for those of you who maybe saw her several weeks ago.
Yeah, go back and watch that episode.
And she told me some deep stuff, and part of it was, it's not my place to try and change or hail or do whatever. It's everybody's free choice and free will. Yeah. So in terms of sometimes you want to hang around or stay with people who aren't, maybe we can see where they could change. We don't need to carry that burden, and it's not our place to do that. It actually is counterproductive to do that, because we all have our own paths, and we got to let people do certain things. So part of that, setting those boundaries, is knowing when to back away.
Yeah. And also remember, like sometimes they tell you on the airplane, right? Put your mask on first, take care of yourself, then you can better help others. But sometimes you can't fix mama. You can't fix your brother. You can't fix your sister. You can't fix your play cousin. You know what I mean? You have to vibrate from love and send love to everybody and have the best intentions. And let me also tell you this, you can do more in the spiritual realm with intercessory prayer, light language, positive intentions for your friends and family that are not vibrating or living right. You can do more in the spiritual realm for them than you could ever do with your words. But remember, your word is life. The subconscious mind is listening. Stop the gossip and stop the negative self-talk. If you got nothing else from me tonight, as I would tell you if we were live on Zoom for birth chart reading, you need to retire from negative self-talk immediately. It is not your job to talk bad about yourself. Stop it. You have to reprogram the subconscious mind. It is controlling your conscious everyday living. 85 to 95% of your day is run on the rote memory of the subconscious mind.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I've been doing this whole thing, and everything that you don't specifically choose, that you don't stop and sit down and choose, is all subconscious, is all ego, which means it's not really you, and it's being influenced by other things. So
from your childhood, from your past life,
and
from the traumas.
What we're having to do now is really relearn, be in the present moment so that we are making choices from what we really want, not based on past traumas, not based on past things that we've learned that probably are wrong. You know,
well, just think about the programming from the media, from your friends, from the school system, from your parents. Mm-hmm. Right? My first floor is unlearn in my relationship coaching program. You're lucky if you can keep 20% of everything you learn from your childhood. You're lucky. Most of the time you can keep 5 to 10%. But this spiritual homework is supposed to be done between 21 and 31. But most human beings never do it. So it's time to do it now. Be introspective. Put the flashlight on, look in the mirror, investigate, like, oh, look at those kidneys, and oh, the liver's a mess. Oh my God, what's that in my heart? Why is it so black? Like, go ahead and do the research, heal.
And literally, we get that, like, I witnessed some shamanic surgery, and there's literally soot. We were talking about that's all, you know, things that get on us from past experiences, from all sorts of things, literally
from 13 surgeries
and dirt and but you know, and for Eric it was his surgeries and all of those toxins and chemicals, but it's also past traumas and hurts that we go through that get imprinted on us. We've got to get rid of it.
Surrender, release,
Dana
purge, and
is
detox.
here. Lisa is talking about Dana being here and that she's human design. Do we know her?
Yeah, we just spoke about it a couple minutes ago.
Oh,
Dana.
God,
and I said Dana Dane.
Oh, yes, you did.
And I told Dana to email me. Right?
Oh, sorry.
See, I told you she don't listen to me. It's okay.
I'm reading, and then kids call, and then want to have sleepovers and stuff. And I'm like, Anyways, okay. Sandra Cooper really loves us. Thank you, Sandra.
Hey, Sandra. I got your email. I sent you an email back.
And Lisa's laughing at me. I'm okay with that, girl. I laugh at me too. Let's see.
That's that Pisces Mercury. Lisa's a Pisces too, so she knows.
Oh, we are the best. Like, honestly, we're the best. Virgos think they're the best. They are so arrogant. I don't think. Does anybody love themselves more than a Virgo?
Yeah.
Who?
Sagittarius.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Freaking Aquarius, Capricorn.
Oh God, yeah, okay.
No, Virgos are very. Virgos are very. Wait. See, she don't really know astrology. That's why she's talking out sideways. Virgos are one of the. Now, you guys tell me, what sign do you think in astrology is the most humble? Cancer, Virgo, maybe Taurus, maybe Pisces. But it's definitely not. I mean, Virgo is not that arrogant. Trust me. Leo is more arrogant than Virgos. All the fire signs can be more arrogant.
Every Virgo I know is just in love with themselves.
No. Virgos are very tough on themselves, so they may go through so much to build themselves up if they're healed. But Virgos are highly intelligent, so that you're mistaking the intelligence.
Oh, you're not all intelligent.
Yeah, well, not all. Not all, but
we could talk about some intelligent Virgos.
I know we know some dumb Virgos, but high intelligent, high frequency Virgos.
We could talk about.
But let me tell you something. It took me years, you guys, to get self-love, and I'm so glad that I do, and I got it all together before I married and met her. But I speak from experience. That's why I can tell you to retire from the negative self-talk. I used to destroy myself as the Capricorn moon. I used to literally put myself on punishment if I wasn't doing what I felt I needed to get done or my goals. Oh, I'd go for a walk and curse myself out and put myself on punishment and take away all the things for myself that I liked. I'm tough.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm just kind of scooting through because so Audra is talking about a lot of spots that are buffering. That is a problem. Why there are time lapses or time lapse. Girl, I could talk about
she's
that.
talking about on the live tonight?
I'm
or
not
in
sure.
general?
She's talking about just I don't know. I'm taking it to me
But
like in
but
our
yes,
everyday life.
you're right.
I can talk to you about
Yeah,
that.
Audra.
I can talk to you. On
I'll
that
send you a
one.
text, Audra.
That's a trip.
Yeah, no.
Anyways,
I have
okay.
Audra's number. I'll send her a text.
So and then Irene
Timelines are shifting, you
heard an
guys.
angel talk to her audibly. Yes, we have angels. They are here.
Yes.
We all have our guardian angels. We all have
And
them.
listen, talk to your ancestors.
Seraphim.
Talk to your spirit guides. Like, for real, you guys. Like, if you could only see all the things that are like in the room with you right now and around you, it would trip your mind out. You are not alone. I am here with you. Okay.
And you know what, Irene? That is so real. Yeah. I know that firsthand. I know. I've experienced it myself.
She's experienced it a lot.
And it is. It's truly miracles. Those are miracles. We experience miracles all the time, and that's what we have to remember is that life is so full of miracles, but we've been taught to make them coincidences, make them all these things. And
you guys are watching a miracle in front of you. I'm a miracle that I'm alive, that I'm here talking to you. I almost was not here. Okay? So I am proof. God is real. Miracles are real. Raphael, Archangel Raphael is real. Jesus is real. Okay? I'm here. I'm real. This was awesome.
With everybody, and
I appreciate you guys. I will chop this up and edit it, so watch the replay in a day or two before the moon goes up. But have a great Leo new moon, August 16th, 5:38 a.m. Eastern or 2:38 a.m. Pacific. And you know what, guys? Just be your true self. Be what God intended you to be. Be amazing. Be authentically you. Don't apologize to anybody. But also be honest with yourself and work on the self-love. You are worthy of loving. Okay? Don't worry about what other people say or think about you. Love yourself first, and the rest will follow. I promise you.
So, Taurus Sun 222, have we met?
No, hey, Taurus Sun 222.
And I'm so sorry we didn't get to really talk to you. Hello.
Come back this week. I'll probably be on. Maybe I'll be on Wednesday night for the Leo new moon.
And anyway. Janelle Sparks said thought Aquarius rising was. Janelle Speaks thought Aquarius rising was the rarest.
No. Aries and Pisces are the two rarest. Okay.
So
you can Google it, even though I say sometimes Google will be wrong. But Aries and Pisces are the two most rare.
Love you guys. Thank you. Mwah.
All right. See you guys. Episode 156. Knowledge is Love. Leo new moon. August 16th, 2023. 23 degrees. Self-love. Peace.
Love you.